What's going on?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today on our very end of September hauls. How are you doing today, Bobby?
I am good. I'm a little bit frazzled here. I was trying to get everything in order, so I don't know what the order is right now.
You have a count?
Possibly.
He's going to give it to me again, and I'm going to get it wrong. Well, let's say thank you for Michael Delano for being first, and Deceptosaurus Den for being second, and Blue DeSeo for claiming third. So thank you all for showing up, as well as the Libra review. Chris Norris, let's see, Warren, thank you so much for joining us. Let's see.
Howdy
And Titan.
hola.
Hail to the Titan. Let's see. Buzzsaw Eject, thank you so much for showing up. Another month and time to start learning on how to count exactly.
Yeah, let me just make sure.
Hey, Aaron, thank you for showing up. And Duke, we appreciate you being here too. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just get over some of these comments really quick. Chris says, can we count TF1 viewings in our halls?
Yeah, Chris, how many times have you seen it now? I know at least 3.
Deceptosaurus Den says he wants to get those TF1 collector's cards. Those are actually really cool. And I don't know if we didn't talk about it on the show, but did you see the Seeker cards that they showed off?
I did not.
So they showed off all the Seekers, Skywarp, Red Wing, Thundercracker, Slipstream. I think that was it. That were in it. And they all have slightly different designs, and I loved it. They weren't just copies of one another. And they were different from Starscream as well, which was really cool.
I like that as well.
Chris says he's seen it 4 times now.
Okay.
And he's going for his 5th today.
Oh, man. Okay. The movie theaters knows you by first name and credit card now.
Blue also says he's going for review number 4 today. So now this is interesting. Blue says, I don't think it will matter too much about box office numbers, really. We'll get a sequel. I would probably have to agree, especially since it's cheaper.
Well, and I had mentioned in the comments, I also think box office is one thing, but post sales is another thing. So how DVDs or not digital, I guess now, also makes a big difference in how many plays it gets on whatever platform it goes to. They'll also look at that as well.
And I remember, I don't know if it's with this, but with Rise of the Beast, they said, oh, the movie increased toy sales by X amount. Mm-hmm. And that was a big thing for them as well. So maybe TF1 will do that as well.
Yeah.
And hello, Devoid of Logic. Thank you for coming in. Okay, well, it looks like some people, if you have guesses on how many Bobby or me have, Warren says 23 for Bobby. This is going to be interesting because Bobby doesn't even know how many he has. So put him in there. Blue says that he's going to get his haul list together. It was a slowish month, but some good deals found. And Deceptosaurus Den said he got MS Brawl yesterday, and he is so good.
We'll talk about that.
The Libra review says 30 for Bobby, 6 for James. Oh, and Warren does have a good point about TF1. It wasn't released overseas yet.
Yeah, that's the other thing, because I know it's not coming out in the UK till October 10th, I believe.
It's crazy. I don't understand it. They have to ship them by sea to get the the old school movie tapes out there, or whatever they were called.
The reels.
Yeah, you go, the reels. Yes. Chris says 6 for James, 20 for Bobby. Deceptosaurus Den says 26 for the bot and 7 for the con. Vasai Jack says, watching the bi-weekly uploads by BBC has raised another question. Which, if both, have a Prince Albert or other piercings?
Oh,
You can ask Bobby that question.
I do not have a Prince Albert. I have both my ears pierced, but my lady hates men with earrings on, and I haven't worn them in years, but I've actually been itching to kind of put them back in, but I don't
You
have
get
any
little
diamonds.
Autobot symbols.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I was looking at getting some little diamonds. Maybe I can get some red diamonds or something like that, and shaped like Autobots. Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
I could see it. All right. Big Bot Bodega, thank you for showing up. We appreciate it.
What's going on, my man?
Let's see. So before I get to Blues Hall, let's go to Sinistar Alpha says 22 Bobby, and for James. And I love your little what's that called?
Avatar.
Thank you. And Duke said 6 for the con and 10 to the 6th for the bot. Warren says 9 for James.
That's funny.
Deceptor Sten says, "Ooh, transformation cog earrings. There you go. How about little matrices? Maybe they could dangle."
I'm not doing danglies.
Little dangly, like a whole bunch of little energon cubes.
No, I don't think. I did have a hoop at one point. Actually, I had 2 hoops at one point, but yeah, that's about as
Little
dangly
hoops?
as it got. Little
Not
hoop,
like J-Lo.
No, not the. I wasn't wearing hula hoops.
Okay.
The little Michael Jordan hoop.
I don't mean nothing to me, but I hope it means something to somebody watching. So Blue says he got G2 Jazz, G2 Mirage, Cybertron Hotshot, GoBot Treads, Wrecker Bulkhead, RID Tone Line, Shadow Striker, Filch. Oh, there you go, Bobby. You got Filch. Iron Factory, Leo Zach, Comic Straxus, Comic Flame, and Zeron, Vector Prime, and 3 BFB Kabuto insects. Goodness gracious, you were busy.
Oh yeah, I got to go get some stuff from another room.
Oh my God. Why do you always forget stuff?
Oops.
Yeah. Well, moving on. Michael got Extra Transbots Ratchet, Ironhide, Cyclonus, and Diaclone Trailbreaker. Giga Power Grimlock and Fans Toy Swoop, and Fans Toy Scrapper is on the way, but it'll be here tomorrow. Jared's going to be here tomorrow, Bobby?
No.
Blue says so his number for this month is 15.
That's a good number.
We'll see if you beat Bobby. And I guess they're called cog rings for the earrings.
No, he's talking about what you said about getting little cogs.
That's what I mean. No, I can't. I don't have pierced ears. That's for you.
Yeah, no, I don't need any cog rings.
You can dress up the earrings for TFCon. See, there you go. That's what the Libra review said.
Well, yeah, I was working on my Halloween costume. I was gonna be a man of hair, with my hair growing all crazy, and the missus was just like, "Yeah, you need a haircut." And so, yeah, I went and got a haircut yesterday.
And you can't even tell.
I know. This is...
Blue says, "Not gonna undress the Prince Albert cog ring thing." Oh, I just did. You're catching up to it. Give us a second. Big Bot Bodega says James 6, Bobby 10. Very conservative. 10 to the more realistic for Bobby. Michael said, "Does someone say cog ring? That sounds dirty. Wait till TF2. It's going to be rated. It's going to take. They're going to see how good Deadpool did, and they're going to take one out of there.
It's going to be R-rated all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a cock ring." We're like, "What? A cog ring?"
It clicks over the cog. Sinistar Alpha says he picked up 86 TF1 Prime.
86?
Do you mean Studio Series Prime or TF1 Prime? Either which way, you got Comic Grimlock, Studio Series 86 Ironhide, Legacy Galvatron 86 Steel John, Pengu Toys 18-inch Prime. Ooh, that's a good one. And then he said, "Oh, and Studio Series 86 Prime." So I think he got both.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that
he got
makes
both.
sense. I
Okay.
could see. He says you got confused. I can see how you could get confused with 2 Optimus Primes in your collection
Yeah.
from Studio Series.
Who does more than one Prime?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody obviously has a cog ring in his ear. So, all right. Well, should we start off with what's not the non-transformable stuff?
Sure.
Okay. Why don't you go first?
You want me to go first? All right.
I could go first. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, go ahead and go first.
Okay. Well, first I got this hat for the show. Can you read it? It is what it is. This is I got this specifically for recording because I feel like I say it a lot. So that's the first thing. Second thing is actually a gift. So Titan, if you're in the chat, this is for you. First, he gave us. I haven't had time to put it on, but there are a whole bunch of little blast effects. Let me take them out of the bag because they're shining. But they're really cool. I think he said these ones were his own creation, and the other ones were Funby Studios, if I'm remembering correctly, from the little note. So a whole bunch of those, and then we got a riser because everybody needs more risers. So if you ever print out more of these and you have no place to give them, go ahead. And hello, Tetra. Thank you for joining us. And lastly, we got this, which is for Mirage. So he could look like he's turning invisible. Correct? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, when he goes invisible.
I haven't had time to put them up, but Bobby did. So we could look at a few pictures. And so here are some of the blast effects. I'll let you take over. Tell me when to go to the next slide, Bobby.
Yeah, so I added these to my Lego trailer. So I was just kind of, filling out what areas really needed some highlights. And I thought this yellow really broke up kind of the other colors that were there. Excuse me, somebody's at the door. So my dogs are going crazy. So I did put the blast effects in on the I can't even think of what that gun turret is in the Prime, but this is the Lego Prime. So I thought it looked good there. You can go to the next one.
Well, hey, Orcs, thank you for joining us. I'm just glad you're here. It doesn't matter if you missed the last one.
I used the riser for, I can't even remember which reflector that is. I think that is MMC's reflector. I can't remember. Don't ask me. I can't remember. But anyway, I put it there so it actually lifted it up above the other versions of reflector that I have. And again, I can't remember which one that is. I apologize. It might be DX9. I don't know, but it worked out great. So it's up above the other ones that were. You can actually see a leg to the right of it, of the Fans Toys, I believe that is.
And howdy, Trey. Thank you for joining in, as well as Polaris.
I did add a blast effect to this is Fans Hobbies. I can't even think of what Fans Hobby calls them. Overlord.
It's Overlord. I don't know.
Yeah,
their name.
But fit in on the tank really well. So I like that. And then I did put it with Mirage as well, and added it to the oversized Tarn in his blaster float.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I was like, I don't think you'd be displaying Tarn when I saw these pictures.
Yeah, so I did put those in there. I have to pose Mirage a little bit more so he can actually fit in there. But thank you very much, Titan. I really appreciate that, and you thinking of us with your designs.
Yeah, they're all amazing. Very, very well done. Yes. And I appreciate it. Orcs Place does say let's try to keep the TF1 spoilers to a minimum because it's not over in the UK yet. So
and it's October 10th. It's released in the UK, correct?
Yeah, let us know. And Choo Choo says he made it just in time. So Thank you. Big Bot says he got Bumblebee Movie Prime, Alpha Trion, and Orion Pax 2-pack, Nightshade from Earthspark. Oh, that's the owl. Let me know how that is. Magmatron, Rockford, Geocron? The Rock Lord. I think autocorrect. Changed it to Rockford. Okay. Rock Lord Geocron and Leo Zach for Leo Kaiser. That last one might be pertinent. Let's see. Review says everyone dies at the end of TF1. Dang it! You're not supposed to let them know.
Well, there we go.
And he does say it's annoying that it comes out so late. Yeah, I really want to know why. I'm just for curiosity's sake. I don't understand it. So, and just like Sinistar said, he wants to know the logic behind staggering the release to the film. Wonder if it's something with rights, or if there's another movie that's like UK only that they want to not compete with. I don't know. Or maybe Beetlejuice came out later over there, so they feel like this one needs to come out later. Who knows? It's annoying. Kinkle says getting X-Transbot Yaguchi this week in theory.
Yes, it's supposed to be released this week.
Do you think it's going to?
I think they'll release it, but it means that it's going to go to the stores, and then the stores will have to send it out.
Space Lion says, "Hey guys, I'll be flying to Tokyo today. Any last minute requests? I'll be hunting." It's a pro since the TF.
Yes.
Goodness gracious, you were just. Oh, he's probably doing a trip.
Yes.
Well, I'll have to think about it.
Everything.
Probably will take everything.
Yeah. I know this is asking a lot, but like, let us know what you're seeing. I mean, I would love to, see through your eyes, what you're seeing in stores and stuff like that. If you can share that would be awesome.
Yeah, take if you wouldn't mind, take some pictures and we'll look at them. I remember when I went. So I went 15 years ago for my school. They had a Transformers thing, and it was a big like poster with all the exclusives, and they had numbers. And you could say, "Do you have number?" And this was before third party and all that. "Do you have number 8?" And they'd go, no, because they assumed I didn't speak a lot of Japanese, which I didn't. And you could say, "Do you have this one? Do you have that one?" And it was really cool.
That's so dope.
I don't know if they still have it. They probably don't, but I distinctly remember that. And I was looking for the Wild Rider that was a repaint of Universe Hot Rod, which you probably have no clue what that is. But there was no Stunticons back then. That was like the only Stunticon that was out. So
yeah. I'm planning on going to Tokyo in 2.5 years. So I would definitely like to see what's there before I go. I don't want to wait that long.
Blue says, I think Fans Hobby won me over with the Tidal Wave picks. They become my fave third party at the moment. They fluctuate for me. We've talked about it on the show quite often.
Yeah, I think they were kind of at the top for James in particular, probably, or close to the top. And I think with the Armada stuff, it's kind of fallen.
Yeah. No, I didn't have a lot of their stuff. It was just fun to play with. Orc says his haul for this month was he got the Power of the Primes Predaking and TF1 Brave Commander, the Studio Series Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee Skywarp and 86 Swoop. That's a lot of figures. That's really cool. Let me know how the Skywarp is. It looks cool from what I see. Kinkle says he thinks the Yaguchi will be awful. X-Transbot seems to be doing a very quiet release of it.
Don't say that. I actually think like their last couple of releases have been very quiet. Like I haven't since their long haul or heavy load. What was his name?
Heavy load. Yes, because I remember making a joke about that. Yeah.
Ever since him, I think all their releases have been very, very quiet.
Yeah. Like Ratchet just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, they talked about it and they talked about Ron, but it was just like it released and it was just like, out.
Let's see. Well, why don't you continue with non-Transformers, and I'll go through these comments while you're doing that, and I'll star some.
All right, so let me. I usually start off with comics, so let's make sure I have them all here. So I may have showed. Now the other thing is, I know some of the things came in kind of after August, so some of these things are like August-ish. but I can't remember if I showed off Scarlet 3, but definitely picked up Scarlet 4. This was actually pretty good. Can't remember if I showed Transformer number 11, and then Void Rivals. This one was, let's just say the cover didn't do it for me. And this is number 12 for them. Is that all the comics? I guess that's all the comics. And then from New Supply, my guys over there at New Supply, I did get some heads. I guess I was about to say I did get some head, but I don't know if that would have been good. So I did get some heads.
This stream, I swear.
So here's Hammerhead. Looks really cool.
Oh, that does look neat. I like it. See, I like it when the Seekers are slightly different, and that head is really interesting.
It's very different. We have Arnold, and this part is really cool. He actually has bullet holes on the side,
and little scratches and stuff.
Yeah, the scratches on the face. So this is the Terminator head. This is what they call it, Shattered Star.
Oh,
and so this is the Starscream.
Shattered Glass Starscream.
Shattered Glass Starscream.
Basic but good.
Yeah. But white with a gray face. This is Chrome Dome, I believe. Since there's already a Transformer named Chrome Dome, I'm going to call him Chromium, because I don't think they're. Yeah.
That sounds like a female Transformer, but that
works. Well, Chromia and Chromium, I think, and they're basically going to have like a secret love interest in my head.
Hey, I'm glad you're using that imagination.
Yeah, there we go. And then I got Caesar, and I actually put it on to just kind of. I was just
put your hand behind it because your light is completely
washing it out.
Yeah.
Does that work better?
That looks cool.
But this head is really detailed. You can kind of see some of the markings on it. Let me see if this does anything. Is that too dark?
It's there. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better.
Okay, so you can see the markings.
Eddie says he dumped his head in the Golden Lagoon.
Yeah. So again, you can kind of see some of the scripts on there. I think that's really cool. And I'm not saying I'm going to leave it on this one, but I was just trying it out because I saw the gold chest piece.
It actually looks good because it does. There's no blue or anything to kind of mess it up per se. Yeah.
So yeah, I thought these were really cool. So I figure I'll go through the Seekers, the Make Toy Seekers, and figure out, what's going on there, which ones I want to swap out. I also got some shin guards for the Seekers, and some chest fans for the Make Toys, because they don't actually have as we can see, they actually don't have the fans in their chest.
Oh, the black one would look really good in him to help break up that chest.
So, and then there's these shin guards that also get out of here. So they don't they're just colored, and in essence, these would stick on
just to give it a little bit more
definition there. Yeah. So I think these are really cool. So I'm gonna play around with these and figure out which of these Make Toy spots I'm gonna put them on. So thank you very much to New Supply. What else do we have here? I gotta look at my list. From Hot Wheels.
Oh, you got it.
Yes, I did get it. It was crazy because I couldn't find it in store, so you had to order it for a minimum of $35 from Target. This was $5.99, so I just placed an order and got it delivered. So Yeah, so I'll put this somewhere.
I gotta say, chat, you're making me crack up.
Oh, I can't even see it, so let me know.
I'm not gonna show a lot of it just because
Okay.
it's family friendly, but that's pretty funny.
And then let's see. So I did put it together, and I showed this off. It actually came in at the end of our hauls in August. So I did put it together. Your facial expression.
Oh, no, it's just some of the comments.
So that is all the non-transforming, I believe.
All right. Well, I sorted through the sea of hilarious comments that we can't show, but we're gonna talk about some of the other ones.
Okay, you definitely have to highlight those and share those with me so I know.
The Libra review says, heard they are going to do a Star Convoy and Titan scale next year. Might have to pick that up. So it's a little bit of a spoiler for our next news cycle. We will be talking about those leaks, but that is very interesting. And I don't know how that would work, but good for them. You don't even know who Star Convoy is, do you?
He has like a gold star or something like that, like a little. Yeah.
The MMC one looks really nice.
Yeah, it doesn't have the wings. Is that the one with the wings?
No,
that's Galaxy or something like that. I don't know. Yes, I know what it is, but I never had it, and I never really paid any attention to it.
Yeah. Talking about the fans' hobby tidal wave, Ludiseo says he likes the knees more than the Hasbro hands, plus 2 mini cons. And Titan says, very true, the lack of mini cons is just dumb.
Spoken like a true representation of con there.
Yeah, exactly. This is interesting. Big Bot Bodega said, my Roboson Megatron just shipped. Did yours ship?
I have to look.
Eddie says he made it to the live show. A bot he's looking forward to is Ocular Max's upcoming drift.
Yes.
I think we're both looking forward to that as well, especially the second color that they showed off, that they shot themselves in the foot with, showing that off. It looks really good.
Yes.
Deceptosaur's Den says the fact that the production budget was only $75 million will really help them turn a profit. Yeah. It's not like $150 million or whatever, like some of the big budget movies are.
Yeah.
Blue, this is interesting. I think this is about the mini cons. He said, I think Hasbro was going to rework Core Class into a mini con line, but they are taking too long to do it. Yeah, because the figures are, the Hot Shot's going to be out of production by the time Jolt comes out, just hypothetically, which is frustrating.
Well, that's something I've been hinting to as well, is that it's a price gouge to create the mini cons and probably re-release the sets as well, to go with all these Armada figures that they've released, and it's just another money grab.
Yep. Orc says, have you read the latest comics? Personally, no, but Bobby, why don't you discuss them?
I have. I don't want to spoil them. I actually have. You can
say if they're good or bad.
Oh yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're and like I did touch on the Voids. The Voids was the cover just threw me off. I didn't want to spoil it, but I was just like, I grabbed that cover in particular because the Quintesson was on there. Scarlet has not had really much reference of anything Transformers picking up after Duke, and Destro has talked about Energon, but we haven't seen any Transformers really since Cobra Commander. Yeah. And then, of course, the Transformers is the Transformers.
Yeah. Busta says his haul is the Batman Shadow Box and Fugu Jetfire. Not too familiar with those, but they do sound really cool. Justin says he loves the show in the news. Thank you so much. Thank you, Justin. Maui IDW says his hauls are Magic Square MP Brawl, the Constructicons that switch up being arms instead of legs. Let us know how those are.
Yeah, Mecha Invasion, is it?
Yeah, Mecha Invasion, yeah. You always remember the companies, but nothing else.
Sometimes.
And Sinstar says he picked up Make Toys, Thundercracker, New Supply Head, and Chest. The New Supply Head and Chest fans I got seriously took it up a few notches. They really do.
Mm-hmm.
And Justin says, just a side note, the guy who produces Transformers movies always makes bad movies. Look him up. That's an interesting question. I haven't looked at his past, what's it called? Past movies, but I think I'm going to after this. And Snell's World says he has Generation Select Star Convoy coming in from Japan, which was a redo, I believe, of the one that just came out. Remember the Evolution Prime?
Nope.
Yeah, it was. You said you want me to pick one up. It's the Orion Pax that connects. We have the Nemesis Prime. I bought the Nemesis Prime at TFCon.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
All right. Oh, John Battle, thank you for showing up. He said, "What's up?" Hope everyone
What's going on, man?
Sunday. I hope you are as well. The Libra Review says maybe Hasbro can do a separate mini con pack for Tidal Wave. That would be actually make sense. You could put the sword, what are they? The Star Saber with Tidal Wave because they're all planes, and it would make sense for it to go with aircraft carrier. But I don't think they have that imagination.
Yeah, it's more so, as I said, it's a money grab. I think they'll probably do that, and since we've talked about the end of the core class, Age of Primes, and it's great to say now we're gonna have all these mini cons, and it wasn't one of the primes of mini con, the first mini con,
I don't know,
mini Cronus or something. I don't know, but yeah, I think that's probably something they'll do.
Yeah, we'll see. Jack says, do any of you know when Ocular Max Groove is coming out? I don't think we've had a solid release date. I would assume within the next few months because I think it's pretty finalized is what we've seen so far.
Yeah, I would probably say November-ish.
Yeah. Blue says, if I get into Legos, I will die. It's already on life support now. Legos are crazy.
Yeah.
And Orcs, thank you for becoming a member. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
And Big Bob Bodega says, before I forget, I got the comic version of Flame and Emirate Zaron.
How are those?
Yeah, let Bobby know. Micronus. And then Michael says it's Micronus.
Micronus, yeah. I knew it was something like he's the first micro whatever.
And John says he got both MS Primes and Leo Kaiser bots and out and 2 Filches.
Really, John? This is what we're gonna do? We're just gonna throw
all right
like that.
Do you want to show off your Hasbro bots, and then I'll be the intermediary before you get into third party, if you have any Hasbro?
I actually do have some Hasbro, so we'll start off with this thing. This is 86 Steeljaw. Nothing really great to say about it, except for it completes the blaster set for me.
Yeah, and before we continue, a big happy birthday to John, who just turned 45 today.
Oh, so, happy birthday, James! Go ahead and sing to him.
No, I think that's your job. You got the earrings.
And you got the hair and the purse,
Oh.
There you go. James is gonna jump out a cake for you. So
okay, continue.
And then where is it? Of course my dog's gonna probably get up. So I don't have stuff in another room. Actually, I did bring it in here.
And Blue says he feels so bad for you because he found Filch at the peg of a Walmart today or recently.
Yeah, I mean, luckily somebody's looking out for me, and I'll definitely give them a shout out when I get it. So it'll probably be on the next haul. But I did pick up Straxus, and this upsets me. Anybody else who got Straxus, let me know if this happened to them. Do you see what I see?
I mean, it just looks like Straxus.
He's upside down.
He's supposed to be upside down.
Is he really?
No.
Yeah.
He's in space.
I'm like, come on, dude. I'm hoping that this is an error on my end, but for anybody who got Straxus, let me know if theirs came upside down as well.
Lee Review says my Straxus didn't come upside down.
Yeah, see?
Couldn't you just take it out and flip it around and put it back in if you want to leave it in the box?
I mean, I have to cut it open because it's
but were you gonna open them up anyways?
I haven't opened up any of them.
Oh yeah, never mind.
So,
and that's not because it's upside down, it's because you don't have time.
Yeah. So I want to say that so I did pick up.
Ryan says that's a rare variant.
Yeah. It's called the QC variant. I did pick up an extra laser cycle because I hit the old one with a sticker set that makes it look so good to me. And
it does look nice.
I also picked up a sticker set for the side swipe. And usually I don't talk about sticker sets, but since I picked up the figure as well. So those are my Hasbros.
Big Bot Bodega says, do you guys think they're going to continue doing comic figures?
I don't know enough about comics to say it's a strong money grab for them. I think it's something exclusive that they're doing, and maybe if they do continue to do it, they'll probably do like one-offs here and there.
I think if they did do it, they would probably do the same thing with the group of 4.
Right.
Yeah. Who they would be, I don't know. Like you, I don't know much, but I know there's a lot of comic-only characters that could be cool to have.
Yeah.
In 3D space. Titan says the Straxus is either a rare variant or just indicative of Hasbro business model.
I'm going with the latter.
Jack says, do you know a fan's hobby is doing street action team mini cons? I would love that. That was probably my favorite set of mini cons because of how posable they were. Yeah, the 3 cars. It was
purple, green.
It was like blue, green, and orange, I believe.
Okay.
But I might be mixing them up with the ones that came with the Predacon, the Megatron repaint. That was brown and red. Either which way, I would love them. Those were like my favorite as a kid.
I think they should do it. The thing with Fans Hobby is I don't know where they're going. They didn't finish their mini Headmasters and then they jumped to Armada, and I don't know how far they're going with Armada because they're teasing the Metal Hawk. So
they also teased Starscream. Armada Starscream.
Oh yeah, and Armada. Well, but Armada's. I mean, that came out before the Metal Hawk, so I don't know how deep they're going to go with the Armada before they jump to something else.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're going to be. They did the 3 main weapon teams, and then who knows if they'll do anything else. I mean, I'd love all of them. They're all very nostalgic for me.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Michael did say this about the comics. The idea of the boxes all combining to make several large an overall image is kind of cool. I agree.
Yeah, I like that.
Scythe427 says he got 86 Swoop and Springer from Target and Siege Jetfire from GameStop. That's a pretty good little haul right there. Siege Jetfire is really good, in my opinion.
Yeah, they re-released it, and that came out of nowhere.
Blue says he just saw Party Wallop finally went on sale at Target, so he might get all of those. There you go, Bobby.
What was the sale? Because I mean, I did get it for a sale, but I was just like, I still took it back. I think I'm looking for clearance plus a sale.
Snow's World said most of this month's haul had in pre-order Hot Toys Batman Returns. That's pricey. Deluxe Batman with wing glider with the Michael Keaton face. He also pre-ordered God Bomber and the glow-in-the-dark Batman Forever Batmobile. Those are some interesting Batman pickups. The glow-in-the-dark Batmobile should be transformed. What?
I said I don't think Snell's World likes Batman.
I don't think so. He's just getting them for the sake of it, right?
Yeah.
Orc says he would love for them to continue. There are loads of comic figures that he thinks would sell well. I probably agree. There are some with really interesting designs. I think it will really determine if they already have a mold that would fit the comic figure. I don't think we're going to get any new molds from that line.
That's the other thing about it. Yeah, what molds can they reuse?
Like Grimlock, I mean, Straxus was very similar to Galvatron, so that worked perfectly. So Scythe says he just wants the comic variant of Grimlock. I think you could still get that.
Yeah.
Orc's Play says he wants a new Drift. Hopefully the one from Ocular Max will be good enough for you. Blue says, I can say this, stay away from Big Firebird Insect Girl. I got 3 and hate it. Well, I'm sorry you bought so many and don't like it. The one Big Firebird one I have, you can't see her, she's in the shelf, is the Mocha, and it's a really good figure. So I am sad to see I'm making less and less good figures.
Damn, bought 3 of them too. That sucks.
Big Bot Bodega says he had a table at Iocon Expo in Tampa last week. Surprisingly, the most popular bot at my table was Shockwave.
Oh. How was the event? Did they have it? Because I wanted to go. Couldn't make it. How, tell us about the event if you can. Because I would love to see, since this year was the first, I believe.
Yes.
Was there any, was it just sellers, or was it like displays, or was it kind of like a TF Con? Definitely would love to know what that's about.
So Jack has a question directly for you. This is for Bobby. What's the worst Transformer you have? We want to do a whole show on the best and worst as we have in our whole.
Yeah, that's God. So this is going to sound bad because I've kind of praised them lately, and I'm only going to say this because it's the first thing that came to mind. But I think the first Toys Easy boat.
Yeah. Okay. That one was bad.
That was bad. There was a lot of clearance.
QC bad.
Yeah.
Not. It wasn't a bad figure. It transformed fine, but the QC was just horrible on it.
Yeah. I would say I had QC issues with them. The Dreamstar aerial bots, I had QC issues with like 3 out of the 5, I believe. But I have QC issues with freaking everything. So those are the 2 that jumped to mind right up front. But I'm sure there's some that I just think are terrible because of like transformation, or like that are just terrible toys, but I can't think of any offhand right now.
He also says same to me. It's hard for me to hate a lot of these because I am very selective on what I buy. But I didn't like that Fans Hobby Jetfire. I still don't. It's not my favorite. It looks great in alt mode though. So is that the worst? Probably not. I mean, I have that Grimlock, the core class Grimlock, because I got it as a gag gift from my dad. Because he knew we were joking about it on the show, so he got it for me. But it's not the worst thing. So if I had to pick one off the top of my head, it'd probably be the Fans Hobby. But that might be recency bias. If I really looked, I might have something else. But Snell's World, thank you for the $5 super chat. And he says, what are our thoughts on Hasbro's smaller Titans? So I think he's thinking like the tidal wave is smaller. I think it's kind of crazy that they're smaller, but they're more expensive. And they come with less. Like all of the Titans used to have a little mini bot with them, which would have been perfect for Tidal Wave. And he doesn't have it. So yeah.
It's actually funny when we watch those Hasbro post cons and stuff, or Hasbro post fan things or whatever. I think it's Evan. Like when he's talking about the stuff, he's trying to convince himself that it
The
makes
guy with
sense.
the glasses,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah. Well, the skinnier guy with glasses.
Yeah.
Because he'll say something like, well, we had to cut this out because of the budget, but it's looking good. Even though we had to do that, and I know it's great here that it's gonna, and you can just hear him kind of like look. You can hear it in his voice, and you kind of see him looking sideways when he's talking about something that he's
That's
confident
because
about.
somebody's with a sniper on the other
Yeah,
side.
like when he's talking
Something
about like,
bad.
hey, I worked with such and such on this and it's great and da da da. Then when he talks about something that's bad, it's just like, yeah, so we had to kind of, so I think it's tragic. I rather them and they've done it before, stop calling them Titans. Like you've already released the Titans. They keep saying there's more to come. Okay, but if
Well,
there's
that's like Star Convoy that they're doing.
yeah,
In my eyes, he shouldn't be a Titan. He should be a commander class.
but they're just trying to keep the price point. And
Exactly.
so that's where marketing and branding come against what fans and consumers agree with, because yeah, it's you're getting a smaller figure. You're not necessarily getting anything extra. Again, if it came with the mini cons and this, that, and the other, okay, great. But it's not. And so you're making a smaller figure. You're taking stuff away from it. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, I agree. Or the price comes down. One
And
of the two.
the price
Or
isn't
the
coming
price
down.
would come down and they leave it as is. But I
Yep.
think, yeah. Let us know your thoughts if you haven't already. I am still going through the comments. Actually, I'll go to the bottom.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I tried to catch up. I did see that there was a debate on Make Toys and New Supply. So that was funny.
Yeah. Sinstar says that he picked up Spider-Girl last month, no regrets. That was my figure of the year last year. Amazing figure, in my opinion.
And shout out to Titan for supplying
Yes.
us with a couple of thrones as well.
Right there. Blue says, give me a good Godkin Ryan called a Titan if you want, and put the Titan budget into the deco and the gimmicks. Well, that's the thing, is if it looked, this is going to sound bad, but if Tidal Wave looked like a $200 toy, I probably would have picked it up. But I don't think it does, personally.
Again, bring back the gimmicks. Gimmicks get me.
Exactly. If it had gimmicks and, maybe not spring-loaded missiles, because I understand. I get that from a consumerist. But you can make things move, the little turrets on his chest or whatever.
Yeah, have it, the little
yeah,
roller.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just and the thing is that we know they can do it because they've done it. They did it with the Knight Rider. I mean, lights and sound, even though I still haven't heard the sound. But the lights, it's
$50
for $50. Like
it's an MP scaled figure.
We know you can do it, and people think, some people have said, why do we bash Hasbro? It's not that we bash Hasbro. Unlike some other people that we love, we don't. It's not that we're bashing them. It's just that we know you can do better, and you're not doing it for whatever reason.
For the money. I mean,
if and because I'm not behind the curtain there, it's just like I know you can do so much better. You've done better, so it's affecting us as consumers.
Jack does have another question. He said, are both of you looking forward to Fans Toys Ultra Magnus?
You want to start off, James?
Sure, not really. I just don't collect Fans Toys. If I could collect the bot without the armor, I'd probably do that. But yeah,
I'm I'm not excited per se. I'll be happy to get it. It's gonna do something that's gonna be different. I'm curious about how the armor works because again, it's a lot. I mean, is it gonna all like clip on and clip on and clip on, and then how does it revert to alt mode? Is it gonna be, okay, plug this here, plug this here. Okay, now take this piece, plug this in here, plug this in here, and you're actually building the cab. So I'm very curious on how that's gonna work. So more
Yeah.
curious than excitement.
I would say I'm definitely curious with how it's going to work as well, but I'm not picking it up.
I'll be picking it up.
Sinistar says, well, Bobby, statistically speaking, you are always going to be likely to run into more QC issues because of the sheer quantity.
That's been my argument all along, is that I can't say that one company is worse than another because they all have QC issues. I just happen to find them all.
Blue said, so fun fact, the stream screen was black this whole time. Didn't know you were guys live until I refreshed, and now I'm way out of context. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, and don't know what happened.
I don't know, Blue.
Side says it's that word. I don't think we should
Pandemic
say it.
effect?
No, you're not supposed to say it.
Oh, well.
It's bad for the algorithm. We rise a price a little bit, a lot, and shrink the size of the amount you get, which is shrinkflation.
Hey, algorithm this. No. Yeah, but the other aspect of it is, how long are we going to be riding that?
Oh, I think that's the new norm.
That's the new norm. Yeah. Just like when cars, there was low stock on inventory of cars, they raised the prices up. They weren't going to go back down. If people are buying them, we'll keep doing it. So the only way for us to fix that is to use our wallets. And unfortunately, not all of us are going to use our wallets.
Mm-hmm. Snell's World says, give me Metro Titan and Grand Maximus. Now you're talking my language. That'd be it. You should just do that for the Titans for 1 year.
I don't see why not. I mean,
it would be easy, right?
It would and you can repaint. And honestly, what's funny, I could actually see them doing that because they just re-released Fort Max.
So it'd be easy to do Grand Max. I mean, maybe Metro Titan, that mold is so old that you can't do it. I don't know, but like, I don't know.
And would they use the Metroplex that they did as a Titan and repaint that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's so old.
Was that 2011? No,
I think a little bit after that. But
yeah, but who knows?
Yeah. Yes, the Libra Review says the elevator for the original Tidal Wave was awesome. I loved that feature, and I'm glad Fans Hobby is bringing it back.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tidal Wave, Ryan says Tidal Wave is $300+ in Iran. I can't say that.
Ontario.
Ontario. Thank you. I was adding an extra R in there.
Ontario.
There you go. That's how I sound. Titan says, I certainly don't bash Hasbro, maybe a little. But Deceptosaurus then says, I bash Hasbro. It's fun. It makes me smile.
Again, people we love.
Hey, Jonathan, thank you for making it. I'm glad you were able to.
Yes, thank you very much.
And Side says, if Hasbro deserved to bash them, facts are better than feelings. Tell that to a lot of people.
Yeah. Again, because we give opinions, we're labeled as haters, and I don't hate anything much.
I was just about to say, seriously.
Might be a producer or something like that I hate.
Jack says he wants to thank both of us for bringing us fans to your show. And would both of us ever visit the United Kingdom fans? I would love to. I don't know if that would happen, but I would love to.
Let me tell you, if there wasn't this thing that got in the way called money, I would do it.
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah, that's it. I just got back from Greece and absolutely loved it. I would love to go to the UK. I have some friends over there I would love to see. And yeah, if I could do it, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Michael says Metroplex was 2014, was it? Thrilling 30. And Blue says it's 2017. Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Still, it's a long time ago.
In a universe far, far away.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, I guess I'll do my haul. So I'm going to start off with what I got in August. And I picked this up on sale. They're in alt mode, which is the X-Transbots Trailbreaker in blue. I got this because we have a truck that's this color. That's a family member's truck, so I got it in memoriam to them. It's not horrible. The it's kind of loose in the legs, but it's not bad. It's easy to transform. You have all of these, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about them?
I think they were fine, actually. I didn't have any.
I thought it was good. I'm surprised it didn't crumble in my hands. So
yeah, I didn't have any QC issues.
I did get it on really, really deep clearance, and it was, I think, as much as a Hasbro figure. So that's why I'm okay with it. Blue says that's a very nice alt mode. Yes, it's actually really, really nice. Chris says he calls it Safeguard. I actually like that name. I might keep that. And Michael says X-Transbot's figure is really good. I was amazed at how big it is in bot mode. That is something that's really cool about it. Yep. How much it expands in the bot mode, especially when I'll talk about my second one. Oh, the Wolfman is here. Good evening to you as well. And Orc says the Metroplex was 2012, the same year as Fall of Cybertron. That's how I remember it. Okay.
So we're sense. All over the place with it. 2012 to 2017.
Somewhere around there. Michael said, I got that one for $40 at TF Source. Don't be talking about that. That's nice, but another rabbit hole to go down, lol. And the X-Transbot does utility trucks well. Well, speaking of utility vehicles, I also got the SG Grapple for about as much as a Hasbro figure as well. This green is really nice. I love the flakes that they used. It doesn't really do what a lot of other ones do when I really like a figure where I want to bring it up and transform it multiple times. It's kind of just there. Don't know where I'm going to put it. It's not bad. I'm glad I didn't play full price for it because I don't think it would be worth full price. But yeah, I like it for what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, for the price, I couldn't beat it. And I think we both said that this color scheme was one of the most interesting that they came out with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Big Bot says the green paint I really like. Yeah, that's what really sold it. And I don't think you could see it, but it's actually sparkly.
It's metallic.
Yeah, there's a little bit of glitter in there, which I like. Blue says, AKA Road Hauler. So this isn't Hauler. This is actually the Shattered Glass Inferno. I love the red flames that he comes with as well. Chris says, I got the Grapple for cheap too. Yeah, some of those sales were really good that they had last month. So since we had to do it early, I didn't get this guy in time. So I had to do that. Let's see. Jonathan says, does anybody else have a color shelf? Started a green shelf for the Heat Boys Turtles and a few other green boys. This would fit perfectly. It even has the yellow to go with them. I have a Cryotech shelf, which is a character shelf, but they're all blue. So technically, yes. And Bobby has an Optimus Prime shelf. So technically he has a blue and red shelf. But I don't know if you're specifically going for a color scheme. And then I guess I have a Nemesis Prime, which is all black too. So
no, yeah. I have I have a repaint shelf.
Yeah, but I think he means a specific color.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's all I have is a repaint shelf.
The Wolfman says he got X-Transbots Runabout and Run Amok. Not keen. The bot modes are too small for him, and they look like different scale from his other MPs. What do you think?
Well, the originals were smaller, so I think they actually fit in where kind of the originals take place because they weren't necessarily the size of they were like the size of the cars, which I think they actually fit in with the cars.
Yeah. Let's see. Jack says, are any of you looking into the Masterpiece Metroplex 2024-2025? I know Bobby is.
Yeah, so it's I don't know, it's starting to like dim on me a little bit, and this is the Lewin Resources W or W Resources or something like that. Um, I'm in for it, but I'm not excited about it. I think that's been kind of my response lately.
Yeah. Big Bot says he has a black and red shelf. You can't really see them, but right here is a black and red 6-shot that you need to get for that. It's a KO of MMC's. I found it for like $50 randomly on eBay. I had to have it. I don't know if you could find it anymore though. Let's see. Blue says he just reorganized his shelves by color, but not settled on them yet. He wants more lights. And he has green and purple on the con shot side, red and blue on the bots. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going then. I also got this last month, which is the SD Nemesis Prime from Magic Square, I believe.
Yep.
Not my favorite figure. He's very blocky. Like, it kind of reminded me of what you said about the fans' toys. He's very Lego-y when you look at him. You know what I mean? But he's kind of fun to transform. And honestly, I just got it because I have 3 Nemesis Prime shelves if you've watched our video. So he'll go right in with those. And he doesn't look bad. And then, so that's all from August. And then I only got one thing this month, but if you want to consider those, you can. And that is, I forgot her name. I meant to look it up beforehand. But the thing,
you did get it.
I did get it from Amazon. I wish more Transformers figures were like this. It has storage for the gun mode. It transforms. It's actually fun. It's not a bad figure by any means. It's better than a lot of the legacy figures that I've gotten recently. Which I don't know if that's a bad or good thing. And look at the head's actually like well painted and stuff. Like, what in the world's going on with Hasbro? But I actually like this figure. I don't know where I'm going to put her or him. I don't know what, if there is even supposed to be a gender with this figure. But for $20, I was quite happy with it. And I think you should get one as well. It looks good. You could put it with your MP figures because it's better than those X-Transbot figures you got. It won't shatter.
Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah, so that's
Leap Review says it came from the good Hasbro department.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting the gun to have a place to go, and yeah, there's hollow bits and stuff, but I was surprised, honestly. Big Bot says, James, how tall is that black and red 6-shot? It's as big as MMC, so I think 10 inches, 10, 11 inches. Blue says, I do like that figure. It could go up against animated Prime and B. It does kind of have that vibe.
That's like, what I don't like
animated, but not animated, so. But at the same time, the head isn't animated like at all. You see it?
So you're getting into the head game too, huh?
Oh, I've been in the head game. Anyways, yeah. And I love the spikes on the shoulders. I think those are really cool. It's a very James figure. So kind of reminds me of Striker as well. So maybe it's Earth mode Striker. I don't know. And it has a very chibi looking alt mode, which is hilarious. So not going to put those comments on there. Let's try to keep this family friendly. No, that's all I got. So I've been putting a lot of my money into a jacket that I'm working on. Haraloki said, hi guys, good evening. He got my hands on a big convoy. Awesome. Let us know what you think of that. I know Bobby might not even know who that is.
Is that the mammoth?
You're right. Does anyone know when the Iron Factory arms are due?
No. I think they might release in like this November, December-ish, because they're finished, or we've seen them be finished, or excuse me, we've seen the finished product of them, or what we think is finished. So they could come out really fast, a month apart probably.
Yeah, probably later on this year. Thank you, Somcat. He said Aftermath. That's the name that I forgot. Aftermath. That's the problem with getting new figures in your collection.
Yeah.
And yes, Blue, I am skipping your comment for now.
Oh man, you need to highlight that and send it to me.
John says he picked up Skylinks at the local toy fair along with PF Minibots and Rumble and Rewind with the rest of them. They could turn into weapons. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, that's everything for me. Bobby, take the stage.
All right. So let's see here. Since we just kind of talked about it, I haven't opened it yet, but I did get Leo Zach. So I will actually going to do a video on this as well. So stay tuned. But I haven't opened it yet because of that. But the box looks pretty good, so we're almost there. What else do we have here? Truck Boy. So I too got the Nemesis Truck Boy, and I love how me and James are just so different because I actually like this figure. I do agree it is very blocky, but you can tell that from looking at it. It's a blocky figure in alt mode, but it's really cool. I like the fact that it has like butterfly.
That's only because of transformation.
It is, but it's still there. I mean, you can still do it.
And it does not look that it becomes a floppy mess if you undo it.
Not mine.
So mine clicked back. I don't know. It's not bad. It's for $20. I'm not mad about it. But like, look at the arms. Yeah. So maybe I gotta.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm bending it at the wrong hinge. I don't know.
Mine hold up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you're not going out to the side. Mine hold up going forward. No, not that. Not that. Oh. Like this. Like you're lifting the arm up. You can't hold it with the gun in his hand. See?
Yeah. Well,
okay. Without the gun, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Jack says, Bobby, it looks like Lego.
I like it. And it does.
James just hit that joint with some kiki. Yeah. I know.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's worth it. I'll just put him on the shelf like he is. Scythe says, don't bend it the wrong way, James.
I know.
It might snap.
That's what happens. James be diddying his figures or something like that.
God.
That's why they all break in his hand.
You're the one that breaks figures with your baby oil, okay?
My QCs are out the box. So I did get Mod Fans. So this is another color of their Cerebros. I really like this red. I think it pops. I like the red hands. I didn't pull out his gun or anything, but I've kind of shown this a lot since this is the third version I got of this. So, but I think it looks really good.
Big Bot says, James, I'm going to need help finding that 6-shot. I don't have 6-shot, and that would be perfect. So it came out about 10 years ago, and I randomly stumbled across one listing for it 5-6 years ago and purchased it. So you might not be able to get it anymore, but I'll keep an eye out. And Sinistar says, no Diddy.
Exactly.
And Blue says, wow, Diddy figures with baby oil is insane. Blame Bobby for that. All right, go ahead.
I did forget to show this with the diorama. It did come with their blue prime, which is fine.
Now you need to go get all the Dinobots.
That's definitely not going to happen in blue. The only Blue to Sail. That's my homie. That's the blue I'll keep around. Also,
Buzzsaw says every time I see that shelf forming flitch, I think of Bobby.
Buzzsaw, I mean, that's what we're gonna do now.
Blue says, I think the I think that's the best Cerebros color so far. What are the tolerance like on that figure?
It's actually pretty good. The only thing that is kind of a concern is
I'm gonna hide it so you can see it better.
When you're transforming it, you have to kind of be careful. This slides, and you don't want to scrape the face. So that's been my only issue with it so far. But I haven't transformed this one in particular. I transformed the first one. That was a concern, so I didn't really transform the other two. So
yeah, I was surprised at how small those were.
Yeah, so
I saw it when we were over in Georgia and how tiny that one was.
Yeah,
threw me off guard.
Yeah, so but I think like I said, I think this is the best looking one as well, blue.
Yeah. Jonathan says, "Oh, it moved. That should be on a shirt. Don't diddy your bots." And then the Libra review says, "Yeah, don't diddy anything." That's Ed Titan says, "Felt bad for Bobby, so I didn't mention that I got Filch as well. Oops."
Well, I should have it tomorrow. So
all right, what else you got for us?
I did get the Star Saber team, so and it's fine. Again, I wasn't a big fan of these guys in general. Again, just not a big fan of Armada, but they're fine. I don't like the way the legs hang off here, because it just it's like smooth everywhere else, and then at the top, if anything, if the legs were going to hang off, I would have liked it kind of closer to the bottom, but it's fine. The individual bots are cute. Transformation is fine on them. So yeah, for the price, it's okay. I did get this. Was not going to, but deep.
Oh
discount.
Wow!
Yeah, deep.
So
discount.
that's made by the same people that made the Predaking, or are making the Predaking.
The Laser Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it does have light up effects on it, which was pretty cool. I think if I remember how to do it, which I don't. But the eyes and the gun here light up, which is really cool. Came with a ton of accessories as well. Pretty heavy filling as well. So
this how was the quality?
If excuse me, it actually feels very sturdy and hefty, which surprised me.
Okay.
The transformation is actually a little involved, which is good. I can't remember how to open up his chest right now. But anyway, I won't try to do that right now. But this came in. Was that?
Is there a matrix in there?
I think there is, but I don't remember. And I'm trying to look on, or maybe there's not. Yeah, I don't remember. It doesn't look like it. No, there's no matrix in here.
We do have a quick question on that Blue Optimus. Does it transform? Yes, it does. Yes. Right?
Yes. Yeah. And it came with.
That mini interesting looks that mini Predaking looks interesting. Not gonna lie. Yes.
Yeah, that mini Predaking was.
If the price is right, I'll be bringing that home.
Yeah. The blue Prime came with the Arc set, and that was also on deep discount, so that's why I grabbed it.
Don't break that bot on stream, Bobby.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that at all. Oh, I forgot to mention this.
And then, go on.
This is the gold door for Fans Toys Blaster. Again, deep discount, so I did go ahead and pick it up. I don't know if I'm going to actually put it on, but I wanted to have it just in case at some point I do decide to, and they raise the price up or something like that. So this will just kind of hang out.
Yeah. About the Star Saber, Blue says he likes the bot better than the Star Saber too, but he didn't mind the legs, and he just wishes they came with the sword like the Shield is coming with. thought they would do that, honestly.
Yeah.
And then John says he thought the same thing when he formed the sword.
Yeah. It didn't.
And
Again,
Loki is wondering if the blue prime is blueberry flavored. Have you tried the flavor of the prime yet?
No.
Okay, well, he'll let you know after the stream.
Will not be able to confirm that for you. Going a little bit bigger, and this is okay. There we go. The FG model Macross. This is the deluxe version of Jetfire. This is really cool. One aspect that I didn't like about it is on the. Let's see if I can show it. Yeah, right here. These little chest fill-ins, they pop off, meaning they come off on purpose. So
like they're parts forming. You're supposed to take them off to transform them.
Yeah, and then they don't store on the jet. So I didn't like that aspect. Also, behind the head, there's this neck piece that pops in. Now there's a couple of different pieces. There's a piece that you can put here, and you can actually put connect a chair to it. So the little pilot that it comes with, you can actually put it on there, so it looks like he's actually controlling the robot as like a mecha or something like that. Instead of
they always sit behind the neck.
I don't remember that.
I've never watched the show, so I really don't.
I don't remember that, but I thought that was a cool feature if you wanted to do that. I'm not doing that. Also, these translucent parts, they also have it in a solid red like this, or you can do the translucent, which I did because it actually has some definition or some details in between here. You can see like kind of the jetpack, like what's in there. And then also on the legs, same thing, so it just looked better to me than the solid red. This base is really solid. Excuse me. There's a lot of articulation in here. You can actually have it planking when it's in alt mode, and you can have it looking like it's flying in all different directions. So this was really cool. I'm glad I picked it up. It is, again, small, not legend size or anything, but it is small for a Jetfire compared to yeah.
And Buzzsaw says that's the Jetfire he was talking about. Okay, all right.
I figured as much. I just didn't want to
spoil anything.
Yeah, let the bag out right there.
Loki says pirate Jetfire, so you could put him with Lockdown and Ferrac and Filch and all that. Deceptosaur's Den says he's going to go ahead and lick the Blue Prime to see the flavor, even though Blue says he named it after Blue, so he will not be tasting the Blue to Sail Prime.
You want to taste yourself, huh? Okay, there we go.
Let's see. James says he got Lord Straxus coming in a couple of days. He got Nitro Zeus for cheap. That's a good figure. For a Megatron custom, got a KO Studio Series Rise of the Beast Prime for cheap. That bad truck back end, yes, it's not the best. And he found Studio Series Beast Shockwave for $32. That's a decent deal.
Love sales.
And Titan says he got Space on the Self for FG Skyfire. And Giotto says this month he got Comic Grimlock, Studio Series Swoop, Mirage, and Battle Trap, The Scourge, Bayway, and Shattered Glass, Optimus Prime, and Ratchet. A very good little
it's a good
haul right there. Yeah. Oh, and here's a question for you, Bobby. Did you get all the different weapons that are pictured with Jetfire?
Yes. There's there's only like this piece. I do not know where it goes. So if anybody, I have no idea.
It looks like a key or something.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
And hey, Polaris, I'm glad you could drop in.
But yes, it comes with a lot of accessories. Like there's a box of, and I don't have it in here. It actually comes with a box full of accessories, and so there's like all these different missiles and stuff that come with it, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And I thought I Yep, I don't have it down here. Or it's in another room. Yeah. So yes, Blue, to answer your question, I'm sitting here looking around and I don't know where it's at.
Oh,
Something.
here you go. Here's your answer. Michael says that white piece is for alt mode. I think it goes between the rear engines that tilt up and down.
Okay, so thank you, Michael.
And
Because
Blue is asking you to hold that piece up again. So hope you'll have to transform it and see if that's where it goes.
yeah, and if I can't figure it out, Mike, I'll be calling you.
And Chris says it goes in the booster on the backpack.
Okay. So I hope that means it didn't. I hope it didn't fall off, and something else I forgot to show off.
Loki says it looks like a separate 6-pack piece.
I did pick up the. Speaking about head again, I did pick up the head upgrade for the Fans Hobby.
Oh, that actually looks nice.
Yeah. So this and
comic head, I believe.
Yes. So and it also came with fists for the Prime bot. So I'm not going to take all this off to show those, but they're just red. It's no big deal. This was the head on here was the biggest change, I think.
The selling point.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Don't you fall. Okay, where else are we? Where did I leave off? I'm gonna throw this in there. And this is the oversized wand from Black Mamba.
What is that?
I have absolutely no idea. And this sucks. I definitely like the alt mode better of the Studio series. This is I don't know. There's parts about
Titan says it's a Cybertronian toilet, but let's go back to the previous bot real quick. The Libra Review says, should he get Fans Hobby's God Ginrai? Yes. Part of me thinks it's going to be the best God Ginrai that we're going to ever get.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
The part that really sucks is so the chest splits up, and I'll just kind of show this. This part here doesn't tuck, like it doesn't like clip in anywhere. You just kind of put it in, and hopefully it stays. It also pops off these ball points. That's you.
It's all you. Orc, it looks like you might be doing a review on this because Orc says, "Can you please do a review?"
I can try. But yeah, these pop off the ball joints.
Yeah.
During transformation, and then it looked like there's a little peg here that I thought would go into. There's a little slot here, but it doesn't, and literally this just folds over. And
I mean that it could be worse.
It's
not floppy, right? When you flip them over,
it's not. No, it's not floppy.
Yeah, so I mean, it's supposed to peg in, but
it's fine. Yeah, but as someone said, what is it? It's
a Cybertronian. Well, I mean, and where is it? I saw a comment. I'm sorry. Is it a drill? That is supposed to be a drill on the front, and the Hasbro one actually looks like a drill.
So this is from that one episode as well from G1 where he had the drill bit come out. So I guess he had it in his Cybertronian mode as well. So that's cool. And the weapons store in the back as kind of
that's
like
actually really cool.
Pipes. So they're different. They look different, but
a lot of cars have two different types of exhaust. Well, and it's a Cybertronian thing anyways.
Well, yeah, typically cars don't have two different types of exhaust pipes, but
I swear maybe I'm thinking of Transformers. Buzzsaw says he saw a review of that Brawn. It looks like it breaks easy, and you should take the springs out of the legs.
I haven't had any problems with the legs or anything. That's like, so thank you for that. I do see the springs here. You can actually Maybe.
Oh yeah, right there.
You know, but I didn't have any problem with that. Literally, again, my only issue is I didn't like how these parts don't clip in anywhere. So, when I was trying to get them tucked under, they kept popping off.
Yeah. Deceptosaur says, "Who makes this monstrosity?" I believe it's Black Mamba.
Black Mamba.
Yeah. Are the fingers articulated on that oversized figure?
You would ask me something that oh, that is something that also is a pain in the butt. The arms. So this little tab here is supposed to plug into the arms, but while you're transforming it, it keeps popping out. So in essence, you have to kind of put it all together and then plug these in. Mike, I'll have to stop by and you can look at it.
No, he's going to do a review on this. Orc says, "Is it better than the Studio Series 1?" I don't think he has the Studio.
I don't have the Studio Series 1. I like the alt mode better, but I like the size of this better. Yeah. Like in bot mode, it looks fine. I can't remember about the hands. I transformed this thing probably at the beginning of the month, and it's just been sitting here.
Dr. Good and Sexy, he says, "Late, but here now." Let's see what you got. Jazz rules. Okay, he does rule, and thank you for joining.
Yes, saw Jazz in the. Never mind.
Blue DeSeo says, "Jokes aside, it looks fine. I like Cybertronian Brawn. Honestly, I don't think it looks bad. But I think it was cheap too. If I remember,
I got a deep discount on it, which was also, it was cheap, but I got a discount on it. So I bought literally Brawn, the Laser Cat Prime, the New Age Arc Battle Station, or Arc Diorama, excuse me, and this, and I got a huge discount on all of it. I think it was under $200 for everything.
Wow. That's crazy because that brick built thing was over $200 for retail.
Exactly.
Big Bot says he needs that Tigertron 2-pack. He can't find it anywhere. That's the only Rock Lord I don't have. I don't think, not Tigertron. I think he means
the pirate.
Undertron. Yeah. I don't think it's been sighted in the wild yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Give it a little bit, and you can find it, and then you can have your Rock Lord Combiner Mountain. Oh, and there he goes. He says Thundertron. I mean, yeah.
Yes. I'm checking my list to make sure I didn't miss anything else.
And Steve says Man at Arms.
That's who it is in my collection, is Man at Arms. Which, when you think of it, that's like a stupid name. Like, I guess he did have a regular name too. That was his battle name,
code name or whatever.
Yeah, that was his code name. But I guess wasn't it Dexter or something like that?
Michael is correct. It's pretty crazy that the oversized figure, the alt mode, is so different from the Hasbro version. I agree. It's strange.
Yeah, I like the Hasbro version. That's actually, I looked at the Hasbro version, and when I saw the oversized, I was like, oh, okay, I'll go ahead and get it, because I was just thinking it was going to be an oversized version of what we saw.
And the Hasbro one actually didn't look bad.
Yeah.
I almost bought it, but then I decided not to.
And that's it for my Legends or sub
alternate.
Sub MP size. Third party.
Okay. What else?
Oh, you're done. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was everything.
Oh, okay. Well, damn. All right. So,
am I paying attention?
I did get this in at the end of the live for August. So here he is in combined mode, and there's Jester. There's been a lot of, kind of feelings about if this is a good figure or not. I like it. Do I feel like we should have waited 5 years or however long it took to get this? No, but I love how everything plugs in and connects, and it cleans up very well in the back. I haven't tried to do any outrageous poses with him or anything, so I can't tell you how that goes. My complaint is with this bot. It doesn't peg in the way it should, and maybe I'm doing something wrong. But everything else plugged in very well, and I think it's a good figure. So,
well, at least the thing that doesn't peg in is in the back of the calf.
yeah. So it's not too bad. And then I like the fact that they give you different options, like with how to plug in the gun and what to do with the gun. It can plug on his arm, like in the tune, or he can hold it. So lots of options there. So that's cool. The different heads you can use. This is definitely a head episode.
That's you.
So yeah,
Deceptosaur's Den says, "Where's your MS Brawl, Bobby?" Blue says that looks great in combined mode. So, and then I think Big Bot, this is good. Big Bot's talking about the Brawl, and he says it looks like an inflatable raft.
Oh, the Brawl.
Brawl, yeah.
All right, just gonna make me jump out.
And is it as tall as Zeta's?
I have not put them together, but I think it at least has to be as tall as Zeta's.
Jack says, James, I think he means thought you would buy more Transformers. There just hasn't been that much that has been interesting me, so I've been putting my money elsewhere. So that should change soon. Anyways, let's talk about this guy.
Yeah, so here's Brawl, and I really like him. I must say, I had a QC issue.
Of course you did.
So the double gun that goes on his back, the guns, and I had to take it apart because I had to take some pictures, but it was basically broken. There's a screw that screws into it, and it was too tight, or this peg is too tight, whichever one, but it actually broke off. So yeah, that sucked. But otherwise, I really like the figure. The transformation is different with the legs. There's a lot going on with the legs and how everything clips in. The lights that go on the back here, holy crap. It is like so tight putting these in. I was like, they were falling all over the place trying to plug them in, but once you get them in, they're in there pretty good. Just be careful. I didn't want to snap the little peg. I can only imagine what some of the comments are with that statement, but I think it's pretty good. I'll probably do a review on this as well if anybody wants to see it. The foot, I really like how it's very simple to connect. And again, I'll go into detail on this on the review, but literally base plugs in here, and then this part snaps into the back, and it's like in there, and it's pretty solid. And there's some serious articulation.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Okay, so we have a few comments to go through. First, this is back to the Superion. Barbarino, how does it compare with Dreamstar's version of Superion?
I don't think you can compare them. And I say that because you're getting a G1-esque looking Superion versus something that they did that looked like real world jets and stuff like that. So in terms of QC issues, none with this.
Almost every bot.
Yeah, almost every bot had one. My Silverbolt. My Silverbolt, the legs shredded off during when it was in alt mode. The legs just shredded off. So yeah, had issues with that. I like the fans toys better, again, because of all the colors and it just is what I grew up on. The Dreamstar, it looks good, and I'll probably, if I I don't know if I'll do a complete review on it. Maybe I'll just do a comparison video and show all three of them next to each other. I don't know. But they're too different to compare in my mind. I think Zeta and Fans Toys is a better comparison, and I haven't touched that Zeta one in a couple of years. But the Dreamstar, yeah, it's just the transformations, all the differences in the way the jets look. Yeah, I think they're just way too different.
Chris says Brawl is devoid of detail. That's kind of my issue with it, honestly. I wish he had a little bit more stuff going on. And that leads me into Deceptosaur's Den, which says James is a fellow with discriminating tastes, and that's more than you guys know. The Titan says, I think that MS Brawl is awesome. The articulation is great. That's what almost sells me on it, but I think I'm going to wait for a repaint, honestly. I don't need a Bruticus, but that Brawl looks really cool. And Blue says Bobby doesn't like for the screw to be too tight. Noted.
Yeah. You got to loosen the screw up, man.
John says, I think they should work out all the problems once they start announcing it so we don't have to wait all these years for the bot. I think he's talking about Fans Toys.
Fans Toys, yeah.
Let's see. Deceptor's Den says MS Brawl is for the Ultra Tune aesthetic. I kind of have to agree with that.
Definitely.
And Jack says, is the Magic Square Brawl better than the Ocular Maxes?
I can't say right now. I don't have. I do have the Ocular Max all-in-one, the G2 version. So when I do a review on it, I will pull that one out, and I will pull the Zeta Bruticus out to compare those. And I'll let you know. I can't remember, just being honest.
Yeah. Lee Review says, is the foot ratchet strong?
From so far, yeah, it is. I mean, like it feels like it's like, not that I would wave it like this, but it does feel like it's pretty tight. And this piece here, like, I kind of probably made it look simple, but even bending this up, like, I had to like put some force in here, and you heard it click in. When it pegs in together, it holds really snug. So I really like that. And again, these ratchets seem to be pretty good, but not having any other weight on it than
just that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric says, what's up, guys? Did I miss much? Well, Bobby's going through the end of his haul, so you might have to watch it on repeat. But
I'm just now starting with the MP size, third party.
Big Bot says, I saw the diorama for your arc, Bobby, but what if you inserted the Titan arc? How do you build it? Could you take out that arc and put in the Titan one?
No, I followed the instructions that came with it. It's basically like a Lego. It's a Lego
set. You probably couldn't, I don't think, switch them out. No. You'd have to do a lot of modding, right?
Yeah.
And they're different sizes, if I'm not mistaken, the arcs.
Yeah, I didn't. And honestly, I mean, I guess I could grab my arc, but yeah, I think this one might be definitely wider than the arc, than the Hasbro arc.
Yeah. Buzzsaw says, because of the QC issues on that Superior, I'll never buy a Dreamstar figure again. It's kind of where I'm at. How good they look until they, fix it.
Yeah, I mean, again, if I went with that, I wouldn't be buying Transformers anymore.
Yeah, but I think it's different when 4 out of 5 figures had QC issues.
Well, true, and the thing is, since it'd be different if I was stuck with them, like if I couldn't get them fixed, like now they're fine, they're they're perfectly fine. So it's a pain in the butt. But like I said, I have that problem with all of them, and it just so happened that their first 5 figures had issues. They started these Constructicons. I'll see what those are like. Hopefully there's no QC issues there, and they learned. Kind of like Toy Easy with their boats.
Yeah.
The first one was
They
had a lot,
snapped out of it fast though.
and they did. So
that's the I'm just like I wouldn't trust it.
Yeah. So I mean, again, if I couldn't get them fixed, or I do remember some people saying that they couldn't get a hold of Dreamstar and they couldn't get their replacement parts. Now, if that happened, done, like cut off. But I didn't have any problems getting the parts or anything fixed, so I'll still do it because I have issues with everybody.
So just stay watching our channel. I'm sure he'll show off the Dreamstar Devastator when it comes out.
And I will tell you if it's crap or if there's an issue or whatever. And this is what this show's for, is we buy stuff, and hopefully we can save you the pain and anguish of getting it, or if we like something and you might like it, we can tell you if it's okay or not.
Yeah. Steve says BottonCon is about to pull the trigger on the purple King Toys Firmament. Do either of you have experience with it? Well, I have experience with the original one. Amazing figure. You won't regret it. And I saw them when I went over and visited Bobby, and the purple one looks amazing. So
yeah,
I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I have all of the Kang toys, so they're all, whichever color you decide to go with is the color you decide to go with. But in terms of quality of figures and everything, they're great.
Yeah. Titan says, how long did that New Age arc take you to build?
I love Legos, so I built it in one setting. It probably took me 4 hours. But again, I'm somebody who will sit there and do it and figure it out really quick.
Warren says he's got to go. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Yes. Good talking to you, Warren, as always.
Buzzsaw says, the thing is, I'm assuming he's talking about the Dreamstar. These were worse than any figures he's come across with. The problem is that people are finding issues, so I don't think there will be any longevity. They're still finding issues. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, don't transform it too much, Bobby.
I mean, it's kind of where it's going to be for
it's Sinistar says, anything new from the Craft Ben Toys Computron? Nothing later. And Chris says, see you later, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yeah, see you, Chris.
So why don't we wrap this up?
Well, yeah, I still got some other stuff here to show. I'm saying,
let's wrap it up and do a shotgun.
All right. So I can't remember if I showed these guys off, which, I think I showed off one of them and didn't show the other, but I did get Runabout and Run Amok. They look great. I love these colors. And there's no QC issues with either one. So I love the little side guns on them as well. Been great. Also picked up Ratchet and Ironhide. Oops. I am going to do a review on these two as well. The transformation, once you figure it out, is doable. There's a couple of quirky areas, but for me, the knees were not so much on the Ironhide, on the Ratchet, like collapsing these was a pain. It was really, really hard. With the Ironhide, I didn't have any problems. I don't like the sticker on the chest thing. I don't have it on here. But again, I'll get into that when I talk about that on the reviews. But lots and lots of accessories with these guys. It's crazy. I haven't opened up the accessories for Ironhide yet, but I have it. Excuse me, doggy. This is the bag.
Steve says, are those green dots the QC stickers? Yes, I believe they are.
So that's all the accessories that came with Ironhide. So it's a lot. And it was a similar bag that came with Ratchet as well. I did pick up MMC's Navigant, or their Streetwise. A review. I did complete a review on this.
The review will be out to members right after this live stream. And for everybody else, it'll be out tomorrow morning.
Yes. So there you have it. So I love this figure. I love this mold. I'll say that. MMC did really good on this. speaking of Toys Easy, I'm trying not to drop anything
So
here.
careful.
Yeah, so here is their battleship. This is called, I can't remember. But this is one of their battleships. I am missing. Oh, it comes with these little helicopters.
That's cool.
That come with these little stands so you can put those on there. I am missing one of. Oops.
And
the little
Blue is asking which limb does this make?
This makes arm. This makes the left arm, I believe. Has a little slot back here for. I don't know where they're at. So he has like these little tanks that come with them, and they have rafts that the tanks float over. The little smokestacks that come up. Where are those little tanks? This was actually really cool. The transformation is really good. It tabs in. Everything tabs in really well once you get it lined up. The instructions had the fist, or had the hands. The hands are right here. Had the hands going in the wrong way, so I had a hard time tabbing them in. And then I laid them flat up. You lay them flat up against this piece, and then they'll do it. They had them kind of sideways, so they lay flat, and everything will peg in. Lots of fun transforming this, and again, you don't see any robot parts underneath. Here's your combiner arm here. So this was cool as well.
Orcs says they're not based on any characters. I believe they're based off of a Chinese comic. I could be wrong, but I think that's where they come from.
That is news for me. I don't know what they're based on. I know they're based off of real live.
And Steve says Barbarino can take over his neighborhood with his stash of war machines.
Don't play. I got the bang bang over here with that. Yeah, I was looking for. That's gonna bother me. Because there's some cool little warships that it comes with.
You already lost them.
I did. I did also pick these guys up.
Oh, that's funny. I have one of those hanging around here somewhere.
Yeah, they were on sale as well, so I picked these up. And that actually completes my haul, I believe. Oh, wait, nope. Gosh. I didn't get a chance to open this yet either, but this is Naval Commander.
That looks nice.
Yes, so this came in as well. I did forget to pick. I may or may not do a review on that. I don't know yet. Let me know if you would like to see a review on that.
Yeah, I would. So you should do one.
You're just gonna say that anyway.
But you have to transform it on camera.
I will transform it to show it in
on camera. Let's see it.
So let me go through. Oh, damn.
Well, I'll go over some of the comments. The Titan says he paid his balance on the Toys Easy Tiger Tank the other day. Looking forward to that one, as am I. I also paid my balance, so hopefully that'll be here soon. Ryan says, how do those toy ships look against the tidal wave? I think they'd look too small against tidal wave, personally. And then here's Bobby with his last figure.
Yes. So MPU thrust. And I have to put him up again.
Yeah, because that looks kind of weird with the face right now.
So literally, I got this right before we left to go out of the country. So I transformed him just to see what that was like. I pegged him on here, and that's why I forgot him, because I just put him on a shelf real quick. And he was actually, James, you've seen, he was actually with my fans hobby stuff. So
okay. Oh, so that's completely wrong area.
Yeah. So I forgot about him. So yes.
Big Bob Bodega saying, do I have Transmetal 1 Megatron, Beast Wars? And would I give it 1 out of 10? Bobby has this one as well. I'd probably give it a 9 if I was to say something. For the price and what it is, how big it is, the color, it's almost perfect.
The dinosaur.
Yeah, the T-Rex with the coppery color.
Yeah. I guess I would say an 8 out of 10. I don't remember too much about it, but
That shouldn't surprise anybody.
yeah.
I really like it though.
So I got it and transformed it and then put it on the shelf.
Yeah, and the cost was perfect. It was like $120. I
Yeah,
believe.
it wasn't expensive.
No, and it's a big bot. So
yeah.
Titan says, "What are the final counts?" So I'll consider what I did for
Jeez.
What's it called? Yeah, that's all you to figure out. What I did last month too. So I had 4. So I'm gonna look through the comments. Oh. And Sinistar gets 1 BVC point for being correct about mine. Congratulations, Sinistar Alpha.
I think I have 21.
21?
I think that's what it is.
All right.
Let's see. 1, 2.
Oh,
3.
but Choo Choo also guessed 4 for me, so both of you get half, or you both get 1 arbitrary BVC point.
Hell, I just messed up all over again. I'm gonna go with 21.
21? Are we doing closest to it or closest without going over?
I would say closest to it without going over.
Without going over. Okay. Then Sinistar also gets another point. He got both of ours. So yeah, he's got that.
He's got that knack.
Yeah, exactly. So without going over.
Oh wait, he went over.
Oh, not under. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I think he already left. But then Chris would have done it.
Oh, nice. Congrats, Chris.
Both of you guys get an arbitrary bot versus con point. I just made the executive decision. And yes, you do have the touch today. So
and the power.
Now, before we wrap up, do you want to show off some things that you're trying to get rid of?
Yes. And so to make it easier, just kind of put together a list that was also recommended from our member chat that we had last week.
Let me see. Would this work? No, that's me, not Bobby. We'll just do it this way, and it'll be this next list.
Yes. So those are all the things that I have for sale. Send us an email or send me an email at botverscon@gmail. So BOTVSCON@gmail.com. Let me know if there's anything you're interested in. Yeah, I did have a couple of items that did go out. So again, shout out to Chris there. So yeah, let me know if there's anything you're interested in, and we'll go ahead and make a deal.
Yeah. And with that being said, we want to thank everybody for joining us on this crazy live. It was a lot of fun. So thank you guys for making it fun. And we'll see you at the next one. Again, members, you have a video coming up right after this. I'm going to set it up to go out to you. So go ahead and watch Bobby's review on the Navigant. He really likes it. And for everybody else, stay tuned for Monday morning.
Yes. As always, to all debates are won. We'll see you guys next month on